Welcome to Toffee TV. Here is my three things from Everton 1, Crystal Palace 1 at Goodison tonight. Another poor performance at Goodison, another disappointing result for Everton. And these are European hopes hanging by a thread. But, wouldn't be Everton if they didn't make sure that things were difficult. Let's get on with it. Let's begin with the front two, who have missed gilt-edged opportunities as far as I'm concerned tonight. The two in the first half from Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison were really poor. Better strikers score both of those goals. An easy tap in for two good strikers. Them have done. Dom's had a great season. I think he's really good. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, no doubt about it. But he's missed an absolute sitter tonight. He's just not in good form for us. He really isn't. Burnley game, he was guilty of missing chances. And tonight, he's missed two. One in the first half, one in the second half. He should have scored both of them. The game would have been done and dusted. Richarlison as well. He's had 3 or 4 chances tonight and missed all of them. The one in the first half, when he's running through, the opportunity to pass it beyond Guata to give us the lead. He cuts back inside. If he rolls that square for Dom, he's got a tap and it's 1-0. Doesn't, it's straight at the keeper. And it's just really, then it comes back to him, his touch is woeful. He misses a header, 2 headers that he should have done better with, and then the one at 1-0, which he hits into the floor. Again, the keeper makes a good save, but he's got to be finishing then. That's not clinical enough. And it's ended up costing Everton tonight, and, it wasn't a great performance, and we should have had Palace under more pressure than we did, but we still could have ended up with 5 or 6 goals with better finishing, and we've ended up drawing the game 1-1, and it's hugely frustrating, and it's probably why we need another centre forward in the squad in the summer as well. Someone who can be a threat to both of those players, someone who can come on and make a difference, or someone who can keep those players out the starting 11. Maybe the manager has to look at it like that now. It doesn't seem like Josh King's in his plans at all. He couldn't even get on the pitch tonight when he should have done. We'll come on to that in a minute. But just not good enough at the end of the day. Frustrating from those two, because we know that they do have goals in them, but when you're going for things like Europe and these games are on knife edges, they have to be put away. You hope your big players will get you those points, and those two, unfortunately, you fluffed the lines tonight. So disappointing. Second thing I want to talk about is the home form, which is utterly pathetic, really, from a side that has had a lot of money spent on it. To be as poor as we are at home is criminal, really. 1 win at home since December is as bad as it's been for a while, really. And that win was a nervy 1-0 win against Southampton the other week. Tonight should have been the second win, and they've blown it by not being able to defend near the end, as well as missing gilt-edged opportunities. And I don't know what the manager can do because the squad is there. There's, Alan was missing tonight. He'd have made a little bit of a difference, but there's just a general play. We've got no real outlets. We've got James Rodriguez coming inside, brilliant, and he's really skillful. He's showed a cracking goal tonight, and he's a real threat. That's great. But you've got to have people who can get up with him. Seamus Coleman, I thought, did a decent job tonight. Put a great ball in for Richarlison in the first. In fact, Seamus had a good game, but it's still not enough. We need. Andre Gomez was on and went off injured, and Gylfi come on and was okay. Tom Davis was okay. And we've got to have more options. You've got to be able to look at that bench and go, right, we can really change this up here. We need to bring him on, and let's push these right back. And we haven't got any of those options. And that's affecting the home form. I think away we're sticking to a game plan, and it's can we nick one and then can we defend? That's fine. But, we really have got to sort this out. But 4 games to go, been saying it. We've got 6 games, 7 games left. Can we win them? 6 games to go, and the games are going by, and it's the same results. So really frustrating tonight. Third and final. Well, I'm going to do 4, but 3 is the substitutions. I thought the manager got the subs wrong tonight. I really did. The Gomez one, he had to make no problem with that. He had to do that. Gomez hamstring had gone, I think. Gylfi come on. Wasn't many options on the bench. Gabama was never coming on that early. So Sigurdsson come on. No problem with that. But the 2 in the second half, I really didn't get. Unless, and Seamus Coleman didn't look injured. In fact, he didn't look happy to be coming off. And I thought he'd had a good game. And I think it was the manager, again, trying to be defensive minded there when we should have maybe thought about pushing Crystal Palace further back. Instead, by being defensive, we allowed them onto us. You know, took Coleman off and put Godfrey on at right back. Not something I'd have done. And then he took Hammers off and put Jean-Philippe Gbamin on the pitch. And while it was great to see Gbamin, and I will touch on that in a minute, it was a negative sub for me. It should have been, in my opinion, it should have been Joshua King coming on the pitch and us trying to win the game. But he put Gbamin on and to try to close the game out, which I just didn't really get. Now, this thing, I just thought it was a massively negative substitution for the manager. But, so, one of them, isn't it? And then finally, I know this is four, but I just wanted to just quickly say it was great to see Jean-Philippe Gbamin back. It was great to see him with Everton kit on. It was great to see him on the pitch, and he's had, what, about 15, 16 minutes there, which is great for him being out for 18 months. It's brilliant for him to actually get some 13 football back under his belt. I think probably one or two of the medical people were watching through the fingers because he's only really been back for a couple of weeks. So, I think ideally they'd have left him for another couple of weeks. But he's played tonight, and if we just take our time with him, then, you know, we can see the physical side of him. We can see he's got the physique. We can see when he gets fit, he'll have the power to cover the ground, and he'll be an important player for Everton. But we just need to take our time on him. But it was really good to see him back on the pitch. That's it. Listen, I'll be honest, I'm absolutely furious tonight with them. I think it's just not good enough. There's only so many times you can make excuses, and that is bitterly disappointing tonight for us that we've not won that game. It really is just blown what was a really good opportunity. Got ourselves into a great position this season to really do something, and slowly but surely we've allowed that to just ebb away to nothing. So hugely frustrating. And I can't even stand there and say at least we're good to watch, because we're not. And I think that's the thing that's frustrating. But there you go. There are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the other aftermatch reaction stuff, and see you later.